there's a far right, all these hardcore pro-Trump outlets, these far right new TV outlets, whether it's One American News or Newsmax, their whole lane is we want to be more extreme than Fox News. That's their whole business model. That's their whole lane. Well, apparently one of these networks, they went to a Trump rally and they spoke to some of the attendants and it got dark. So let's take a listen and then we'll break it down.
How you guys doing?
Good. I'm here to guarantee Trump gets back in and get rid of the corruption that's in the White House right now. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden's a disgrace to this country.
He's a disgrace, and so are all the left and the rhinos, the globalists.
They kill them all. Kill them all.
I agree with you on that.
He said kill them all, and then he said kill them all again, talking about Democrats and rhino Republicans who don't support Trump. And the reaction from the interviewer was, I agree with you. All right, let's listen again, see if it's ambiguous at all.
And get rid of the corruption that's in the White House right now. It's a disgrace. Joe Biden's a disgrace to this country.
He's a disgrace, and so are all the left and the rhinos, the globalists.
They kill them all. Kill them all.
I agree with you on that.
So I don't think that was ambiguous. I don't think that was up in the air. I think that was very direct. I understood every word he said. He said it twice. And homie's like, I agree with you. Oh, do you? Oh, do you? So naturally, this starts trending on Twitter, and then they come out and give a panicked reaction. This guy goes on air, and it is embarrassing in 50 different ways. So look, before we get to that, I have to make the most obvious point in the world. When he brings up the corruption, they're all corrupt, and Joe Biden's the worst, etc. I just want to sit down with this guy and get 5 or 10 minutes with him and just explain to him in no uncertain terms, is Joe Biden corrupt? Yes, you're not wrong. All of these politicians are corrupt. They're swimming in billionaire money and PAC money and corporate money, and it's not good. We need clean elections. We need to drain the swamp for real. But the guy who is your overlord, emperor, god king is just as corrupt, if not more corrupt, than other politicians. Look at all the money Trump is taking from the government of Oman as he runs for president, from Saudi Arabia with the Live Golf events, Jared Kushner taking $2 billion from Saudi Arabia, and that's after him taking about $680 million from various donors when he was in the White House. Okay, the list goes on and on. He took millions, Trump did, from Sheldon Adelson. Why don't you hold that against him, but you do hold it against Democrats if they take George Soros money? Well, I'm in favor of holding everybody accountable, but this guy only wants to hold the Democrats accountable and the anti-Trump Republicans accountable, but never Trump himself, ever, ever, ever. Okay, so now here is the panicked reaction from the interviewer who just casually advocated genocide live on the air. Let's listen.
Now, there's something that is trending on Twitter right now. Outside, we were interviewing a number of people. They were talking about how great the country is, how great the president is. And I heard something else that was spoken, but somebody... what I'm hearing was somebody said, well, let's kill them all. That is not something that I agree with, obviously.
Is that obvious? I don't think it's that obvious. Why do you think it's obvious? There would need to be a point to be made, an argument to be made as to why, obviously, I don't agree with that.
I didn't hear those words spoken. It's very loud outside. All I know is I'm here for God, for this country, for truth, for President Trump, that kind of thing. Definitely not proponent of anything like that happening. So, there you go.
Yeah.
This song, by the way, is awesome.
So, there you go. Fine, I said the thing. I'm actually not for genocide. I'm not for mass murdering. Fine, I said it. This song is awesome. Change the topic. Squirrel. Come on, man. Come on. By the way, they keep going. It gets way worse. This is desperate city, dog.
I want to expand on that for a second because I had a chance to, this gets the crowd fired up. I had a chance to listen to that clip. And in the context of listening to people and you got a crowd and someone's kind of ranting on something, it is very natural for someone to maybe agree with that statement, although you didn't really understand what they said.
It is natural to hear somebody say, kill them all twice, and you go, I agree. That's very natural. Genocide is very natural. Whom amongst us hasn't every now and then been like, A little bit of genocide over here, a little bit of genocide over there, un poquito genocide. What are you guys talking about?
I don't even recall hearing something like that.
So what did you hear? Oh, I didn't hear him say that. I know I said I agree, but what'd you hear him say? What did it sound like to you? Because look, I'm normally good at these sorts of situations where it's like you try to understand what somebody's actually trying to say, and you can give a certain degree of charity. But I'm trying here, and I don't know. It seemed pretty clear to me what that dude was saying. I don't see very many other possible interpretations. Like, I don't like them all, or I'm against them all. It could be the closest I could get. But no, it sounded pretty clearly like kill them all, and he said it twice.
Many on the left will do. They'll take a clip of that,
Right.
and they will run with it.
Right.
And all of a sudden, their statement is that you want to, kill everybody or whatever.
Right.
It was your words. This isn't the left's fault. They saw something happened, and they accurately described it. That's what happened. Nothing said was a matter of opinion from the left. All you have to do is play back the tape. That's it. Oh, God, they're so dishonest. Ironically, as they're about to do their whole spiel of like, isn't the left so dishonest, bro? Aren't they so dishonest by being honest? Oh, my God, make it stop. Sweet Jesus, make it stop.
We all know that that's not what you meant. That's not what you meant to get across.
I didn't say it. I didn't hear the guy say it. I'm going to watch the clip myself. But at the end of the day, if you want some context, go on at Matthew Alvarez on Truth Social. Why don't you go ahead and hear the kinds of things I talk about? It has nothing to do with anything like that.
Yeah.
So what we should do is, yes, speak out against things that are trying to take our freedoms away. Protest peacefully.
Why not speaking out against people at the rallies you go to where they say, let's do genocide? Maybe you want to speak out on that, on the side of definitely not just I didn't say it, I don't actually agree with it. How about you say, I condemn that, it is wrong, and God, I'm such an idiot for saying those words, saying I agree with it. It's like kid gloves, the kiddiest of kid gloves for the Trump people. And for everybody else, it's a smear merchant, you're spinning everything. Watch, I'll get to that part.
There's obviously nothing like that I agree with. It was
violently. You're not implying that we should kill anybody, and I think that we all know, our viewers understand that. But you can expect that a lot of the corrupt media will take a statement like that and run with it.
The corrupt media. Which media is corrupt exactly? Perhaps you guys are the corrupt media, where you go and get together with Trump supporters and you play patty cakes all day long, no matter what the hell they say. Oh, we would never advocate something like that. This is one of those networks, I'm sure, that was doing apologetics day in and day out for January 6th and the riot and the attempted insurrection. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Do you? I'm sure it was like, oh, if it's bad, it's Antifa, but if it's not Antifa, then it's good, because these are patriots who are just peacefully doing stuff, bro. So, us? Advocate for violence? Never, bro. Please.
They want to steal, they want to kill, they want to destroy. Let's be real.
Oh, come on. So the corrupt media wants to steal, kill, and destroy. The corrupt media does. Well, if you're the corrupt media, then yes, because you sound like it. Again, it's just accurately playing the clip and letting people make their own decisions. This is not that complex an issue. Here, one more time.
Left and the rhinos, the globalists.
They kill them all. Kill them all.
I agree with you on that.
It's the corrupt media who's accurately quoting me in context.
At the end of the day, the enemy is killing, stealing, and destroying. They're trying to take away the rights of the people.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is the truth will set you free.
They want to take away the rights of people. You mean like when you genocide people and take away all their rights by exterminating them? Who's trying to take away rights of people? Perhaps it's the people at the rally that you're going to who would like to see some sort of camp where maybe you concentrate all the people who are not with Trump. God, it's so dishonest. The majority of their clip here is berating the media. And by the way, at this point, the media hadn't said Dickie McGeezax. This had organically blown up on Twitter because people were like, are they advocating genocide on Right Side Broadcasting Network? I think they are. Indeed they are. Here's the clip. Oh, yep, that seems pretty straightforward. Media didn't even say anything about it at that point. but they're spending most of their time bashing the media, which hadn't said anything, but if they do say anything, they could just accurately play the clip and say, well, I think that's bad. Oh my God, this is so dishonest.
We wanted to clarify that because I know some of you have been seeing that statement on Twitter, and we want to make an official statement right here that you do not want to kill anybody.
They spin it just like they spin everything with President Trump. Anything that happens, they just spin anything they can against God, against the truth.
You're the one spinning it, my brother in Christ. This is the saddest attempt at a cleanup I've ever seen. Nobody's spinning anything except you, where you're trying to misconstrue the very clear words that you said. Nobody's spinning anything. You're the one spinning. Oh my God. Again, look, the majority of this clip is them like going after other people when somebody said, let's kill them all, and you said, I agree.
Again, I didn't hear anything like that. Yeah. And in that context, when I'll go listen to it, whatever.
It is what it is.
Whatever.
But we wanted to come on camera and talk about that because I'm sure that many people are saying, wait a minute.
Yeah.
No, not the fact. I tell you what, no, what we want is we want this program to start here, and we're only minutes away.
Oh, my goodness. Look, we know what happened on January 6th. We saw what happened. We know what used to happen in 2015 and 2016 at Trump rallies. Remember when there would be fights that break out on a regular basis and Trump would actively cheer on the people who were fighting, but they were on his side and they were wearing a MAGA hat and they were holding a poster in support of him? Like, it's already been kind of violent. It's already kind of unhinged. And now you got these niche far-right news networks trying to outflank Fox News. And you have totally unscrupulous charlatan hosts. And this is the result. Nodding along in agreement with absolute cultists and casually agreeing to genocide and then trying to cover it up by blaming the liberal media. Blaming others for your own goddamn words. So, look, Crystal and I have been talking about this a lot lately. It's going to get ugly. There is no happy ending to what's going on with Trump right now. Because it looks like he's going to prison. It looks like he's going down. Well, what happens if he does go down? There's like a 50-50 chance we have riots in the streets from his 30% base that are absolutely in a cult and will never abandon him under any circumstances ever. So Trump could win the primary and win the general, and we get 4 more years of Trump. Devastating. Trump can win the primary and lose the general, and then he tries to pull another, stop the steal, the election is rigged type thing. Maybe we have another January 6th type situation. That's devastating. Or he could lose the primary, in which case he would just say he won it anyway, and there would be an internal splintering and revolt among the Republican base. And even though I like to see the infighting on the right, I don't want to see potential physical violence on the right, and I don't want to see him become even more unhinged and even more dictatorial. Lord only knows what the hell he would do. So there is no happy ending here. And this stuff is putting fuel on the fire. When you have networks casually agreeing, kill them all. Yeah, I agree. Even if you didn't hear them, which I struggle to believe that you didn't hear them, for the love of God, you got to be careful. And stop with your bogus rants of it's the corrupt media, it's the left, they're spinning. No, you guys are spinning. It's time to take responsibility for your own actions. It's time to have agency, and it's time to stop feeding into the mob. Because that's what this is, and it doesn't end pretty. Hey, y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.